Again, our special speaker today is from Trading Total, Mr. Eduardo Gills. He's actually the CEO and co-founder of Trading Total, which is an educational trading company devoted to algorithmic trading and education through the use of proprietary technology and trading systems. I've actually worked with Eduardo for a while. He's a wonderful speaker. I'm excited for this presentation today. He actually has over 30 years of experience trading energy derivatives, petrochemicals, crude oil, etc. So without further ado, I'm actually going to go ahead and just turn the time over to Eduardo. And once he's done, I'll pop back on here with a little bit of a special offer. So go ahead and change the presenter here.
Hi. Hello.
Yeah,
check, please.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Eduardo Gills. I'm Trading Total-USA CEO and co-founder. Thank you for being here with us. I'm very glad to be here at MetaStock with our dear friend Hunter in order to talk a bit about how we trade larger time frames using MetaStock and our Trading Total alert systems. I think you are watching my screen, my desktop. Okay. Let me talk a couple of minutes about our company and what we do. Our headquarters is located in Sarasota, Florida, in downtown area. And we are a technological trading company dedicated to develop algorithmic trading systems and tools, and at the same time to educate and train active private traders in the use of our trading systems with the final objective to make you successful traders, but above all, happy traders. We are MetaStock's official partners since 2009 as dealers and educational partners as well. Well, about myself, I am a professional trader, chemical engineer, and physicist. I was former professor at the university at Montevideo, and this year I will have 33 years actually as a professional trader of petrochemicals, oil and derivatives, and in both modalities, physical and financial. Well, let me move a little this. Just a second. Okay. Let me now explain what we are going to do today. We will be addressing a lot of topics related to our main subject, trading larger time frames. Let me tell you that we understand for larger time frames what is, well, better known as core trading and eventually position trading, approach and methodology to buy and hold the position for some period of time, in the case of position trading for an extended period of time. Basically, we will focus on core trading today, and we will cover two approaches. Okay, two approaches. What we call the pure core trading, okay, where you are totally based on weekly time frames. But in addition, we will also talk and present our methodology for what we call hybrid core trading, which is a combination of trading based on weekly time frames and daily time frame at the same time. Core trading. Well, core trading, we are talking about trading the weekly time frame. If you trade only the weekly time frame, I mean all the aspects, the entry, the technical management, and the exit, all of them are executed, all of them from the weekly chart. We say that we are doing a pure core trading approach, traditional, classic core trading. Let me put this chart right here. Okay, this is an example of what we do. This is Apple. We will talk a lot about Apple today because it's a very rich stock, providing a lot of setups and a lot of information and data. Here you can see our RTSS alert system. This system has basically three elements: alerts, ribbon, bar or highlighting alerts. These are the buy and sell alerts. Here, 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 here. Corresponding with three different types of entry rules: momentum, this one, and pullback, this one. There are another one, a third one, retest, that is not in this chart, but is also a part of our RTSS system. The ribbon at the bottom of the chart, right here, okay, is alerting us about bullish and bearish behavior based on both trend and momentum. It's a combination of trend and momentum. Depending on this combination is bullish or bearish, you will receive this green ribbon or red ribbon in the case of the bearish situation. We also can see here bar or candle alerts consisting of highlighting these bars with this beautiful fluo green color, okay, showing a very high momentum situation. Basically, they are related to some kind of explosion of momentum, okay. At our website, you can watch a video which was uploaded in our MetaStock.TradingTotal-USA.com section products and education. You can see a very detailed video showing what are all the signals, alerts, and the meaning of each one. Good. On top, you can see one of our proprietary indicators. In this case, is the S momentum indicator, a very well-balanced momentum indicator which is very clean and at the same time very reactive. We will talk about our indicators, well, a few slides ahead, okay? We also have specific articles at our Trading Total system section in our website, very detailed. Let me move to the next slide, okay, number 6. This slide, we can see the same example, Apple example, and we have another proprietary indicator, this one, okay? Our S momentum is here, and we have this one, the convergence indicator. Well, S momentum, we already talked about it, and the new one, the convergence, this one, measures the synchrony between short and long-term momentum. And we are basically always looking to see that indicator as a flat line very close to zero reading, this situation, and basically we can say this situation, okay, where the short-term momentum and long-term momentum are totally synchronized, okay. We want to see that line, that reading, into the zero line and as flat as we can. Using this indicator, we can identify these periods, those periods with maximum chances to have a high momentum move and a sustainable high momentum move, in this case, an up move, okay? If you like, you can at the same time check this possible momentum situation that is marked in the chart with another indicator, classical indicator. Basically, we are adding here the ADX and the stochastics oscillator, very classic momentum indicator. I like a lot in the case of stochastics and ADX at the same time. If you like to check the possible entry point with more indicators, well, you have those that we are checking all the time, those indicators. Looking for situation where prices, the prices are held into the overbought area. Both stochastic, for example, in this case, we are handling here 100 period and 500 period. When these indicators are in this area, about 80, which is defined the but for stochastic as the overbought zone, okay? The overbought region. You can confirm the strength of the trend looking for the ADX, okay? This is a very, very interesting indicator. We have a slow ADX here, okay? What we want is, well, both uptrending as a part of a potent and a strong up move in this case, and the fast above the slow, okay? This is more or less the classic approach. So you can overlap all the indicators looking for a maximum, if not total agreement between the set of indicators and the system alerts. Let me move to this one now. Okay, so basically our approach when we are trading under the pure approach, okay, the purist approach, core trading, classic, traditional, is to find stocks above the 450 and the 200 moving average, exponential moving average, showing the 200 above the 450 and both uptrending. This is more or less a classic approach at the same time for moving average. Okay, we are using here something that we use a lot, and this is the 450 moving average, the extra long period moving average. Because believe me, potent moves, potent shifts, reversals, they start crossing the 450 moving average. Believe me. We need to find a stock showing momentum indicators and overbought condition. For this selection, we use any momentum indicator. We can use our proprietary as momentum indicator, or we can use the classic stochastics, as I told you before, or Williams with this position. So the idea is to take from our alert system the following buy signal or alert after all previous conditions, trend and momentum are satisfied, are true, or take the previous signal if it's very close. I mean, sometimes you have first the signal and in a few bars ahead you get the whole set of indicators and all the conditions in agreement. Remember something, the alert is a closed bar alert, so you will see the signal only after the signal bar was closed. Okay, this is important. Let me move to the next one. So what is our proposal today? Our proposal is improving our risk-reward ratio. So the ratio between how much I risking with the trade I'm going to take and the reward eventually I will get if everything is okay, if it's a successful trade. So our proposal today is to improve this risk-reward ratio using a smaller stop loss in a smaller time frame. Classic core trading works with weekly time frames. We'll go down, we will zoom down to daily time frame to find a smaller stop loss. Okay, we will try to find a good entry point analyzing that smaller time frame. In this case will be daily time frame, because this is a technique that is very used in intraday at the same time. This is the same core trading concept, but we will be looking to refine the entry analyzing the daily time frame. You can keep the weekly technical management, trading stops, according to your favorite technique, according with your trading plan, such as pivots, moving average, bar by bar, or whatever you usually do. In our case, we will use our proprietary S momentum indicator in order to manage the trade after we took the position. Okay? Targets are basically determined on weekly time frame, but taking a look into smaller time frames, okay, in order to discover some kind of congestion or something that will be eventually an issue, a problem. Okay. Here we have, this is the 11. Number 10. In this chart is the same above example. We can observe the weekly time frame with our TSS alert system, which is perfect for weekly time frame due to its, well, simplicity for one side, and on the other side is a very conservative entry rule. So you will not get a lot of entries. Okay, you will get a decent number of entries. Here we can see the three elements, the alerts, buy in this case, the ribbon here at the bottom, and the highlighted bars, okay? Highlighted bars. So we can identify the moments where, well, for example, we have a good situation with this indicator. This is precisely a very nice movement, okay? This is even better because the fast one, the S momentum fast, is clearly going up here. Here was recovering from a shallow pullback, which is accepted because both are above the zero, okay? So this is what we want with the S momentum. We want both S momentum, the fast one and the slow one, above zero, the fast crossing over or above the slow one, okay, it both going up. And this is a good example. Here and here is precisely where we have the fastest move. This is a very high momentum move that we can take advantage of using our system. Okay, we got the signal, we got the highlighted bars, everything is okay with the S momentum, we have the ribbon, and boom, take it. Take the pattern you usually do. For example, this breakout is perfect, or even you can even take the maximum, this high, this buy alert bar high. This is perfect in this case. In this case, this was fine, this is okay, but it's not so good as this one or this one. Why? Because the S momentum here is going down a little more fast, okay? So we have some delay until this slow S momentum, the green one, recovers, okay? Let me move now to the daily time frame. This is the same, okay, where everything is a little more messy, obviously, much more movement and volatility, more congestions. To apply now the RTSS system. Why? You can apply the TSS, it's not forbidden, it's okay. But the RTSS actually provide more entry points. While we have the weekly time frame showing a positive high momentum situation. The idea is to take advantage of one of the more important, or maybe the most important, one of the most important principles in trading. Larger time frames prevail over shorter or smaller time frames. Okay? In short, what we are doing is to look for a high momentum scenario on weekly time frames, to zoom down to a daily time frame to select a better entry in terms of risk-reward ratio. This is basically what we are looking for with this technique. Let me now move to the next one, where we are overlapping both time frames. Okay? Here we can see the 20-10-year period on weekly time frame inside this rectangle. This rectangle we have in blue inside the 2010. This is January, and this is almost a whole year, November, second half of November. From the weekly chart, we observe a buy alert on March 12. March 12 is right here. We have everything okay in terms of the alerts. The ribbon is green, and the following bars are, and the alert bar is also highlighted. Okay. From March, the alert is on March 12, and the highlighted candles are from the March 12 to April 30, right here. It's something like 6-7 weeks. Okay. From the daily time frame, we observe a buy alert on March the 3rd. Okay, and highlighted bar from March 8 to May 5, right here. This will be the example we will discuss in terms of a real trade, because it was a real trade in that moment. We will discuss, in order to see with more detail than that you can see right now, the entry and why we can improve our risk reward or reward risk ratio. That means that since March 8 to the end of April, you have both conditions working together in daily and weekly time frames. Very close signals and high momentum behavior. Any classic pattern being shown that pops up in daily time frame should be taken as a long entry. Okay, a mandatory long entry. Here I am presenting a possible entry. Okay, this is exactly what we did in that moment in daily time frame. The entry point at 32.48 right here, at the original stop loss right here. Note that we didn't take the tightest stop loss, okay, because it's very, very risky. It has good probability to be triggered. Okay. The entry pattern would be, or could be named as a solid to potent green bar. It's not a potent, but it's solid. There is no doubt. And we can observe some kind of consolidation here. This is the setup. Okay. Here, well, one thing we used to do if we have some kind of doubts about taking the stop loss, if this one that is better but maybe more risky, or this one that is very safe but is larger, okay, we use an interesting technique. We divide the lot, the size, the shares into groups. With one, we use the tightest, the smallest stop loss. With the other one, we use the larger. Okay, so we are in the trade and we are handling both situations. Let me now move to the next one. Slide is slide 14, right here. Okay, and this is what we are proposing to you today, our hybrid methodology, right? Here we summarize what we are going to do. First step, we need to select the best quality patterns from your universe of instruments, stocks, or whatever you are willing to trade. So basically you need to go to explore it at MetaStock. Let me show you very fast. Explorer capabilities right here, up there. We will do something later with Explorer, some exploration. So after you run the exploration, you will receive a list of stocks, for example, or any other instruments you are willing to try. All of which in the weekly high momentum condition, because I will select that strategy for the scanning. Okay? Depending on the selected universe, well, depending on how large the universe is, you will get maybe 100 stocks. Okay? Or depending on the market, obviously. Today is not so easy to find so many good stocks, but we found it. I will show you how good is this system in order to trade long, even with a not very nice market like the one we have right now. If you reduce, if it's overwhelming for you to analyze 100 stocks, well, you can reduce your universe. If the market, for example, is very defined to the screen direction, maybe you have to reduce a little your search. A good idea possibly is to find which sector is showing relative strength, so it will reduce the number of stock reaching the exploration rule. Okay, maybe you can reduce to 10, 20 or something like that. In January, for example, I did an exploration for the whole market, almost 5,000 stocks, and we found 75 stocks. And 2 days ago, we did it, I will show you later, we did one, and we ran a momentum strategy weekly, and we found 50 stocks. Very nice, and we found 9 that I will show you how they are running today. They are resisting everything, okay? This is because the weekly high momentum situation. Well, then after you run the exploration, you have to select the best quality stocks, obviously, and you will apply the TSS alert system on weekly time frame to find stocks showing a very recent buy alert, green ribbon at the bottom, at the lower part of the chart, and a sequence of highlighted bars with fluo green color. Then you move you shift to the daily time frame, and you will apply our RTSS alert system. Okay, after checking the set of momentum indicators that we were talking a few minutes before, confirming that the momentum situation is valid, it's okay. Okay, so in short, take a very recent daily buy alert with green patent bars and as a part of a green ribbon trend in agreement with the indicators. Okay, let me put all this thing together in the next slide. I think is the 15. And we go again to the Apple example. Okay, right here. Give me 1 second, please. We will use again Apple as an example. Okay, and well, we will suppose now that Apple is showing a weekly momentum situation, and we are going to check Apple for a possible daily entry. Let's focus our attention in these periods. We observe 3 clear periods. These are the periods. This one is a whole period, extended, very extended, and this one. The first one is March to May 2010. Okay, March to May, here, from here to here. The second starts in September, October, okay, 2010 to February 2011, more or less here. Okay, and the last one is the shortest one, is practically the whole month of July 2011. Okay, you can see different signals here. This is the RTSS system on daily time frame. Remember, TSS for weekly, RTSS for daily. Personally, I love the momentum signal, the momentum alert. It's very reliable. In general, it shows up at the beginning of the movement, very close to the 200 moving average, 450 area. This is where the whole movements looks support all the time. So the pullback is nice, but that's secondary alert. I mean, you need to have basically a very well established trend, and when you have it, okay, pullback is a very secondary entry. It's a very nice alert pullback. And now let me show you the set of indicators that you should analyze before making your decision about opening a new position. Okay, this is the next slide. Next slide. Here we have the same periods. Here we have only two, the number 2 and number 3, okay? Because I had to open a little more the chart. So the number 2 was starting on actually in September, October 2010 until February 2011. Here we can see that in some moment we have an amazing agreement with the indicators. Look this flat convergence indicator. Look this S momentum, perfect. Yellow up, green going up, both above 0. Okay, this is perfect. And yellow above the green. In all this part we have the same situation. ADX, well, ADX is fine here. Here it is showing some deterioration. It's not so good, but at the same time this stochastics is excellent all the time and with a very high synchrony. I mean, you can see both stochastics together. This is synchrony. This is exactly what we are looking for. Okay, and we can see that this is a perfect movement. Here we don't have, I hope you can see this with detail. Anyway, if you send me an email, I can send you the presentation. But we have the momentum signal right here, okay? But we have the highlighted bar only from this bar ahead. So, and here is when we have synchrony with all the indicators, which is perfect. If you don't like to get into the trade right here because you are a little extended, a little away from the 200 from the 20 moving average, the blue one, well, you can expect a pullback and take the next one. It doesn't matter if you have the signal, because actually the signal is very interesting to reinforce because we have explosion. But you can see that we have the green highlighted bar, the green bars. This is perfect. This is what I want. I want to see highlighted bars all the time. So I can get a position and I keep the position while these highlighted bars are present. Okay. We have another situation here. It's possible. I try to not to take an entry if we are very close to an exit signal, but it's not so important in this case. The most important thing is the alerts, the highlighted bars, okay, and the indicators at the same time. Look, this one is perfect. At the same time, by momentum, we have to wait for 3 or 4 bars, and we can see here the highlighted bars, and the indicators are okay. They are going into convergence. If you are going into convergence, it's okay. What we don't like is to do this, going far away from the 0 level. Okay? Now let me compare the traditional core trading reward risk ratio with the hybrid reward risk ratio. And this is our next slide. Okay, this is all the figures coming from the trades. So don't worry too much about these numbers. We will review them in every chart. But we are here presenting the pure weekly, I mean the pure core trading approach on weekly time frame. This is the entry, the exit, and all the calculation to get the reward risk. Okay, you get that dividing the how many dollars you risk. Okay, between how many dollars. Well, it's the opposite. How many dollars you got dividing how many dollars you risk. Okay, the same with the hybrid methodology, right? Well, you can see that the reward risk ratio is better with the hybrid methodology. Not so good here, and this was the reason because we selected this example, because this was not the perfect example. We have troubles here when we trade this second methodology. But even with troubles is much better. Okay, much better is 20% high. Try to imagine if everything goes okay, much better. Maybe you get 4 or 5, something like that. For this reason, I put here, note that the second half of the lot was break-even. So we lost profit here. But even with a not very happy trade, we use this example to show you that it's much better. Okay, let me show the trades right now. So this is the weekly time frame. This is a pure core trading position. Okay, here, just 1 second. Well, the entry was on March 20. Well, sorry, was on March 26 at 32.53. Okay, we took this signal with a highlighted bar and with a ribbon, and with a very good situation for the S momentum indicator. The buy signal was okay, everything was okay. So how we manage the trade? This is the question. Well, the management is based, we will use the same criteria for all the trades and all the time frames. It's momentum indicator technique, we call. The technique consists, in defining S momentum supports as they are being formed as a pivot. This was the entry, so I watching from here. Okay, this is the first pivot formed. It's our first reference of support after it was formed. Obviously, we need to wait until the first pivot is formed. We are talking about a very high momentum situation. I mean, we are above the zero. S momentum is above zero. Okay, and the yellow above the green and the yellow going up. Everything is okay, right? For this reason, we can let form this pivot, okay? Because it's only a shallow pullback. It's profit taking, okay? So the technique consists in, we let form the first pivot. The first pivot was formed on May 21st. This is May 21st, the week of May 21st, obviously. This is weekly time frame. So we mark that support and we keep the first half of the size. Let's suppose you bought 1,000 shares. Well, we keep 500, okay? While this support is held. The support was broken on August 27, okay? We built this box because it's very, very useful. It's very visual, okay? And after we break down, well, this is the exit, number 1, corresponding with 50% of the original lot. In that moment, immediately, we have to trade a stop to break even in daily. And we let form the next pivot under the prior support reference. So this is the second pivot, the next pivot. This will be our second reference of support, taking account that we are very bullish and going up, okay? This is not a pivot, a price pivot. This is a S momentum pivot, okay? And while we are above that second reference of support, we continue holding the rest of the position. That pivot was formed on August 27, at the same time that we did the exit, the first part of the lot, and it was broken on April 22nd, and the exit was right here, 46.68. This is the traditional core trading approach. It was very nice, okay? The only thing is we are risking here this difference between the entry and the stop. This is 34.53 and this is 27.95. So we are risking more than $4, okay? Let me move to the daily time frame to see how the hybrid trade was. And this is our daily time frame. Okay? The entry was with this signal by momentum. We had to wait until the bars, the Apple shows the highlighting alert. Okay? It was highlighted right here, from here, only 2 bars, basically. Only 2 bars. And the stop was set here at 31st or 31.11, right here. This is the base of this solid bar. Okay? And this is the key, independently of the management and even independently of the selected targets, right? This is very important. It's a very small stop loss. It's $1.37. Okay? Hybrid trader can take, in this case, more than 3 times of share, risking the same amount of money. With the hybrid approach, we risk $1.37, and as a poor core trader, we risk more than $4, as I told you before. Okay? Let's see the management. Okay, take a look at the history. We use the same as momentum support technique. The exit 1 was taken right here, okay, right here, when this first pivot was broken. So we have to wait until the first pivot is formed, and then we keep the trade until it's broken. Okay, it's very, very clear. Note that with that technique we manage the first part of the trade in daily time frame, okay, because as we got under a very strong momentum situation, even more because it's supported by the weekly time frame, that huge momentum kick, this is a real kick of momentum, sent the prices up very fast when the strategy works, obviously. If not, you have your stop loss protection. So the best thing we can do is take maximum advantage of this high momentum movement, trading the first move as a micro move only, okay? So we trade this leg only with the first part of the lot. The rest of the trade was kept as a core trade according to our core trade-based trading modality. In this case, there was a terrible expanded range bar. This one you can see here. Look, this bar, terrible, okay? And that bar took our break-even stop loss, which was traded right after we closed the first 50% lot. So the second part, 0 profit, but the first one, the first part of the lot was excellent, amazing. Even with that unfortunate situation, and let me go back, we got a much better reward risk, that it could be about 4 if we wouldn't have that situation, okay, with a huge bottoming tail expanded range bar, okay. Now we have a very good idea about what to do when we have high momentum stocks in both weekly and daily time frame, taking advantage obviously of our TSS and RTSS alert system. But now we know to learn how to get those high momentum stocks from our universe of instruments, okay? We need to know what to trade. Now we need to learn how to get those high momentum stocks from our universe of instruments. And here is where we use our MetaStock Explorer functionality. Therefore, we are going to talk a bit about the beginning of everything, the exploration process, the first part, actually. That's the screening or scanning or exploration, as we like. We need to use, obviously, special tools to select the best quality patterns. And, well, in this case, we are very lucky because we have an extraordinary MetaStock capability, the Explorer, located on top of the MetaStock platform. I already showed you right here. Okay, and so you can run that capability. At the same time, we offer TradingTotal offers all these setups or strategies for scanning, for explorations, trading total bull and bear pullback, trading total high and up and down momentum, long-term bullish and bearish trend, potent green bar is an amazing and extraordinary scanning capability that you have to apply to the whole exchange, because there is not very frequent that pattern. Okay, strong up momentum weekly. This is the strategy we are going to use right now, and retest and failure. That is another proprietary strategy. So let me move forward. This is 22. Yes, this is slide 22. 21. Sorry. This is what you get when you click on Explorer button. You select the strategy, trading total strong up momentum right here, from here, okay, weekly, and we use, well, it depends on the market situation, obviously. Right now we use the whole exchange, okay, 4,800 stocks. We select the weekly because we are going to explore the weekly time frame, and we'll start the exploration. This is the window that pops up, and you can put aside and work in another thing. In this case, well, let me show you. After the whole operation, you can track the operation, the exploration here, how many minutes you need and how many instruments were rejected, everything. And you get this list. This is the list of instruments, in this case stocks, reaching the scanning rule, okay? This exploration was performed, as I told you before, January, I think it's January 1st, when I was preparing this presentation, and it got 73 stocks. Once again, if you feel that it's too much, you can reduce your universe, scanning sectors, for example, with relative strength in this case, or reduce the whole universe, for example, going to Standard & Poor's 500. This is a good option, or 400, the mid cap, or the small 600. Okay, maybe you would find something like, I don't know, in that day can refers 10 stocks or something like that, or 15, which is much better, much simple. Our next slide shows 3 stocks. We selected 3 stocks just in order to show how good the selection was. Practically all of them are showing the same behavior, up, 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 up. This is a consequence of the high weekly momentum, okay? And we will focus on ACE. This is our weekly system, and this is the weekly time frame, I mean. And here, let me say that we are confirming that the high quality selection and the best quality move is found when we have agreement between the alerts, the highlighted bars, and the trend with S momentum. I selected this area in particular because I think it's the best one, okay, where we have, well, practically all the time the highlighted bars in green. We have 5 buy signals. We have obviously the ribbon with the trend, and the S momentum is excellent, 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 excellent. The S momentum use the slow one, which is a moving average of the S momentum yellow, as a support. This is very, very powerful, very powerful. And the movement, this movement was the most linear, the most potent of the whole chart, okay, and extended at the same time, very sustainable, okay. Now let me move forward. this example is very good because we can see the importance of the agreement between the signals and indicators and all the alerts. Okay. Let me talk a little more about this important concept. It's very important. It's key. Larger time frames prevail over smaller time frames. And this is precisely what we are taking advantage right now, because we are using the weekly time frame to take advantage of the leverage that the weekly time frame is passing, is applying to the daily time frame. This is very important. Even if you are a pure swing trader, if you like to keep a position only 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 10 days, something like that, this is very important. Now we will apply to ACE both systems, TSS and RTSS alert system. Okay, let me show you. This is our 26. We can observe that the number 2 alert, second one, this one, the middle, shows a very good agreement between both indicators, and the alerts. We have the buy signal, everything is painted here, highlighted, and the ribbon. Okay? Note that the stochastics are both into the overbought condition, and the yellow is above the green, both above 0, the neutral level, and both going up, showing uptrending. Okay? Let me now move. That was the TSS. Let me now show you the RTSS system. The RTSS, well, we market the best situations, and we can see that the most potent move is when we have everything in agreement. Everything. Because here we have some of them in agreement with the signals, but not between them. I'm talking about the indicators. Okay? Right here, when one is okay, the other is becoming weaker. Okay? And this is okay. But right here, with this signal, for example, we have both indicators in agreement a lot of time, for a while, and the signal, and the highlighted bars, and the ribbon, okay, and the ribbon. Let me now show you what we scanned 2 days ago, February 10. We scanned using our TradingTotal Strong Up Momentum weekly time frame, the whole exchanges, okay, and we got 50 stocks, okay, 50 stocks, a little less than in January, but the market is much worse right now. But we, even with a much worse market situation, we got 50 stocks. We selected very, very rigid selection, very demanding, and we found 9 stocks that are excellent right now. I will show you those stocks on MetaStock. This is the market right now. These are the stocks, the 9 stocks that finally we selected. All of them are holding. All of them show a very strong situation. This is daily. This is daily. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is not perfect, but not bad at all. Okay? This is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is more or less good. Same with this. We have only 1 or 2 that we don't like. Okay? And I don't need to tell you what happened today. Okay? You know that. So even in the middle of a sell-off process, you can get very good opportunities to earn money with our long-term system, okay, our larger time frames system. This is very interesting. Let me now tell you something about our system. We have a special offer today for our systems because every system has a $450 as a price. Actually, in January we increased that price to $490, but we are holding that price and we are giving the 3 systems, MTSS, TSS, and RTSS, for the price of 1 at only $450 today, and only for 24 hours. Only for 24 hours. And only for attendees. This is a $900 free bonus. At the same time, we are offering the Explorer system, the Exploration, our 10 strategies with a value of $390 for free as a bonus. Okay, we will provide 4 individual training sessions of 45 minutes each, which is $300 bonus. And if you want to buy MetaStock, this is the moment. Okay, but because we can provide you with a 50% credit or discount, as you want to call it, to buy a new MetaStock or to upgrade. If you have MetaStock 13 or 12, you want to upgrade to MetaStock 14, which, by the way, is amazing. Okay, this offer is valid for 24 hours. This is the, let me show you because I am not showing that. Just a second. Just a second. This offer is valid for 24 hours, and you can buy at our TradingTotal-USA.com, our Trading Total website, because we have a special website for MetaStock that I will show you right now in our shop. This is the link, okay? And we have a specific website for MetaStock. Let me show you right here. This is our new website exclusive for MetaStock, okay, where you can attend to our live streaming. We are streaming live about twice a week, and you get the streaming right here, and the previous streaming you can get in our section, MetaStock TV section, right now. We began with this website and with the streaming about 10 days ago. Here you have previous streaming, where we teach, we talk, and we write a lot during 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, some days during the morning, some days in the afternoon. We teach a lot through our streaming. And finally, well,
this is global trading.
Oh,
and
sorry.
This is our crude oil and oil.
This is a report. Sorry. Here is our channel where we we stock some educational presentations and our streaming at the same time. You can visit, you can be followers. If you are a follower, you will receive alert when we are streaming live. Okay? This is my contact. You can send me an email for any doubt, any question. This is my Skype and both URL. This is the exclusive MetaStock website, and this is the Trading Total, where you can buy the offer that is valid only for today until tomorrow midnight. Okay? Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your presence here. It was very, very interesting to talk to you, and I hope to see you again. Okay? I will be here for a while if you have some question or something just to ask me or any requirement. Okay? Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Eduardo. Great presentation. I'm actually very excited about Eduardo's site. He's doing some amazing things there. I definitely encourage you to go check it out. The streaming, I mean, the technology these days to do that live trading and the streaming video on that is really pretty awesome. I'm going to have to get him to get me on TV as long as I don't have to wear a tie. So like he said, definitely visit that website. For those of you who have not used MetaStock yet, but you'd like to try it out through Trading Total, We are doing a special offer right now for Trading Total clients to actually try out MetaStock on a trial, and basically it's a 3-month trial. How it works is if you pay for a 1-month subscription, you get 2 additional months for free. We're also going to throw in an ebook called Unleash the Power of MetaStock, which is essentially a training tutorial on how to really get started using those tools within MetaStock that Eduardo was, some of the same tools that he was using a little bit earlier. For the rest of those tools, you'll definitely want to go to his website, which I'll leave up here on the screen in just a moment. To register for the trial, just go to metastock.com/trading-total 3-for-1. You can also always chat in with us. Just mention that you heard of us from Trading Total or Eduardo. Like I said, last but not least, go ahead and check out his website, metastock.tradingtotal-USA.com for some great videos, further education, etc. Other than that, guys, I really appreciate you attending our webinar today. Thanks to especially to Eduardo for a wonderful presentation. We look forward to bringing you a lot more here in the future. And until then, happy trading.